This is a video discussing the critical issues you need to be aware of when considering parenting arrangements in the current climate. I'm Amy Fels and this is Denby Kerr. We are the directors of Kerr Fels Divorce and Family Lawyers, and we're both accredited family law specialists. This video contains information only, and for targeted advice in relation to your specific circumstances, please contact us or another accredited family law specialist. Denby will discuss property and financial issues in a separate video, so please refer there if you require property information. Denby, the courts have some advice about how hearings are being conducted at the moment. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely, Amy. Look, if you have commenced proceedings in the family court or are involved in them, a practical issue of importance is that the court has recently advised us that apart from trials, all hearings and attendances should be conducted by telephone. Consequently, if you have an upcoming hearing in the family court, including a conciliation conference or a case assessment conference, you should be working with your family lawyer to file requests to attend at those hearings by telephone. If you are self-represented, we encourage you to take independent legal advice if you can, to assist you to attend at those hearings by telephone as effectively as possible.
Thanks, Denby. We've had a wave of queries from clients who are concerned about COVID-19 and the impacts on them and their families. Many parents are wondering about the impact on their parenting plan or court-ordered arrangements, such as whether the children should be remaining with the primary parent, whether they still need to facilitate handovers, who the children should stay with if they're required to self-isolate, whether the children should be travelling, and concerns about measures the other parent is or isn't taking in relation to keeping their children healthy. The government and medical advice is rapidly changing. The most important and sensible approach at this time is to communicate with the other parent, if you're able, to discuss your care arrangements and adapt as best you can. If you are unable to agree, please seek advice from an accredited family law specialist before taking any steps which may be contrary to court orders, as there may be serious consequences for you. Kerr Fels is conducting telephone or video conferencing appointments, and we will ensure we are available to speak with any of our current clients with queries. We also have limited availability to speak with new clients as to their concerns, and you should telephone our office if you'd like to speak with us. The current advice uses the terms self-isolation and social distancing. Self-isolation is where you're required by law to stay at home and must not attend events or public places such as work, school or childcare. This is different to social distancing measures, which we're all implementing at the moment, such as remaining 1.5 metres from one another and not attending large gatherings. The current advice is that people who suspect they've been in contact with someone who has COVID-19 or who has arrived in Australia from overseas after 15 March are required by law to self-isolate. If you or anyone in your home is in self-isolation and you have parenting orders in place, you should take advice from an accredited family law specialist about what this means for you. We've received queries from parents in relation to what to do when your children's school or daycare centre closes and your children will be at home. Based on the current advice, in the absence of a requirement to self-isolate, parenting arrangements should carry on as usual in accordance with your parenting plan or orders, unless otherwise agreed. If your orders are impracticable in your circumstances, you should take advice from a specialist family lawyer about that. Please be prepared to be flexible with parenting arrangements. Many of us will be working from home and our routines will be impacted. Some of us may have symptoms and will need to take precautions to protect our family. You are not in breach of a parenting plan or orders for agreeing day-to-day variations to your parenting arrangements. We encourage all parents to be sensible and to communicate with one another where possible, or through a lawyer if necessary, to prevent conflict in this difficult time. Please take care of yourselves and one another and reach out to us if you require advice or assistance.